I will be on my way to New Orleans around 3 o'clock. I am going on a cruise. For those of you who don't know, I was fortunate enough. Actually, my a little bit of my travel story is based on my cruise. I I'm gonna take my glasses off because it's making a glare there. So hold on a second. Okay. So about this trip I'm going to go on. For those who know, I am actually in the midst. Yeah, actually, yeah, Jamal, it is getting a little hard to say. Maybe I'll put them back on. I am in the midst of qualifying for my CLIA certification, and the CLIA certification that I'm actually going for is my accredited cruise counselor, or my ACC. And what I had to do in order to pretty much accomplish this task is I had to do about uh, I'll say about 6 to 12, anywhere from 6 to 12 hours of online training and classes. After I did that, I had to complete 5 ship inspections. I also had to have 2 personal cruises. And let's see, what else did I have to do? And I had to attend a CLIA event. I actually attended a 1-day event in Washington, D.C. called called Cruise Excellence, and they give you different points for attending live events and trainings. They give you points for going on the cruises, points for doing the ship inspections. And at the end of the day, I also needed to have 25 booked cabins that I sold. They give you 2 years in which to like complete all of this stuff. So I started, I would say probably December the 18th of last year when I started my application. And this cruise that I'm taking tomorrow actually is the culmination of 1 year's worth of effort of going up and down the highway, driving the ship inspections, making cruise sales. And when I come back from this cruise, I will actually be at ACC. So I am really excited about that. The cruise itself is with Norwegian. It's on the Norwegian Dawn, NCL for short. And I actually found this cruise on a travel agent rate. You guys aren't even going to believe me when I tell you this. I found this cruise on the NCL University. It was $35 per person per day. $35 per person per day. 5-day cruise. And I'm cruising out of New Orleans and I'm going to Cozumel. That was the last minute travel agent rate. They even let me make a payment plan on that, believe it or not. I found a cruise in July. I put $50 down and they gave me until September the 28th to finalize it. So I'm going to be going along with Jackie, or JP, as most of you know, Jackie Poindexter from Little Rock. We will be going on this cruise. This is an inside cabin, and actually the inside cabins were $35 per person per night. The balcony cabins were $50 per person per night. And you could get a mini suite for $75 per person per night. And just like you say, Jamal, a lot of times people don't see the value. And when I look at it, it just makes sense for me because I use the product. I am a product of the product. If you look on my Facebook page, I'm always traveling. I'm always going somewhere. So anyway, I got the cruise for that very reasonable price. And the 2 of us, I think we paid probably together with the taxes and fees, maybe $600. $600, and that was prepaid gratuities included in there. So pretty much when we get on the ship, unless we do something extra, everything's paid for. And I mean, that is such a great feeling to be able to travel like that. I mean, guys, you got to get out here and use the product. And you got to learn how to book your own personal travel, because if it doesn't work for you, it's going to be hard for you to convince somebody else that it's going to work for them. So that was one of the first things that I did when I first joined vacation. 3 cruises in 90 days. Yes. Yes. When I first joined vacation, I went in the vendor's office and I was like, oh my goodness, there are so many vendors back here. I don't even know where to start. And I just made a list of, okay, which vendors am I already familiar with? Like, I like to stay at, particular hotels, nice hotels. I like to, stay at nice resorts. So I just made like a little short list of all of the places that I like to stay. So I like to stay at Marriott. I love the Marriott chain. So the Marriott Hotel Excellence certification program was probably one of the very first ones that I did. That was actually the first certificate that I got. And for those of you who don't know, Marriott has actually partnered with CLIA, and hopefully you guys are registering and you're getting your CLIA cards. This is my CLIA card. I already have my card for 2017. So getting back to Marriott, if you have your CLIA card that I just showed you, and you do the Hotel Excellence training on the Marriott.com website, just go to Marriott.com and go to Travel Agents all the way at the bottom of the screen. You log in with the IATA number. Then once you do that, you're going to want to click on Hotel Excellence. And then once you do that, you're going to want to take the courses. And each year, they usually require you to do what's a refresher course. And when you do that, you get access to not only just the travel agent rates, but you get access to what's called a fantastic rate. And for example, the hotel that I'm staying in tonight for my pre-cruise stay, I'm staying at the Marriott in downtown New Orleans. That Marriott typically retails for about $165 a night. I mean, starting at $165 a night. The travel agent rate came in around, I want to say 137, but because I have fantastic rates with Marriott, I actually got the room for $74 a night. It's right across the street from the cruise ship. And at the end, after I pay for the taxes, it's running me like $86. It took me probably about 3 or 4 hours to do the certification, but because I took those 3 or 4 hours and I did that, I'm getting additional savings over and above the travel agent rate. So, my message there is that yes, we have benefits, and a lot of times because you don't know what you don't know. And because we may not be familiar with some of these different certifications and programs that are out there, we are actually leaving money or leaving stuff on the table. You're leaving cash on the table, people. I'll give you another example. Carnival. I do a lot of training, watching a lot of videos on the Carnival training. How many of you are actually registered with Carnival? That means you have access to Carnival's Go CCL website. Just type a 1. Okay, I see you, Vera, Candace, Fran. Okay, so what I challenge you to do, and you can start off small. What I challenge you to do is to go into Carnival and under Go CCL, and I want you to go to your Carnival passport training. And I want you to actually start watching some of those videos. Would you believe me if I told you that one of the cruises I went on in October was free because I watched the Carnival videos in the Carnival's back office on Go CCL? Every time you watch a video, they give you passport points. And it's a little cute thing the way it's set up, because they give you a passport. You have to get 6 stamps in your passport. And the way that you get stamps in your passport is you watch videos. As you watch videos, it equates to points. And as you get points, you attain different passport stamps or different passport levels. So probably in a month's time, I had watched enough videos that I actually qualified for a free seminar at sea. A free seminar at sea. That was for 2 people, and they gave me a list of cruises to choose from, and actually chose the cruise leaving from Philadelphia. I mean, I wish it was leaving from Philadelphia, leaving from Baltimore, Kemp and all we were responsible for was paying the taxes and fees. And the taxes and fees for the Carnival Pride was $125 per person for an 8-day cruise. So we went on an 8-day cruise. We went back to the Bahamas, and the ship was excellent. Everything was wonderful. The only thing I had to do while I was on the ship, they had 2 classes. The first 2 days, we had like class from 9 in the morning till 12. Other than that, I had the whole 8-day, the whole remainder of the 8-day cruise to do whatever I wanted. So, that again, that's another opportunity where, you could say, what am I going to do next year for vacation or whatever? Take a free cruise. You earned it. Go and do some of these trainings and certifications so you guys can, earn these free cruises. They're out there because they want us travel agents to go on a cruise and do exactly what you see me do. You see me take pictures. You see me take videos, make videos, and I can assure you, every time that I'm on a trip or I'm making videos, and people will say, "Where are you now? What are you doing now?" And what I find that when I come home, I'll get an inbox saying, "Wow, could you look at a trip for Punta Cana for me? I just saw your video. I want the same room you had. I love the great ocean view that you had." And those are the kind of texts and phone calls that I get because people see me traveling. Now, the other thing that was really great about doing a carnival training, they give you these little hidden codes. Every time you watch a video, you get a hidden code. And so I just make a note of all of these hidden codes, and they have a travel agent rewards program. And with the travel agent rewards program, I collected enough codes, I cashed them in, and I got not one, see, I'm gonna hold this up for you, but 2 Visa gift cards for Christmas, do my Christmas shopping, my little gift card. So that was $200 that was sitting on the table, and yours truly picked it up. And that's all because I watched some videos. And yes, when you win the cruise for 2, Curtis, you get to take a guest with you. And you just pay for the taxes for you and your guest. Now, if you guys want to make a note, not only does Carnival do that, but so does Princess Cruises and Cunard Cruises. That's Princess and Cunard. And you can find those in the back office. If you haven't already registered with them, they are under OneSource. You'll see the picture of the logo, and all you need to do is get a login to OneSource. And if you do their trainings, you get a free cruise for 2 as well. So, I mean, there are cruises out there. There's stuff out there. You just got to know that it's out there so you can take advantage of it. So, Donna W., if you give me a chat box, if you send me a message in the Facebook chat box after the training, I can get with you and see if I can help you out with that. Okay? So, what I wanted to do today, I was going to go over my PowerPoint. I've done this PowerPoint before, but there was a couple of things that I just wanted to kind of address. And one thing that is a topic that's near and dear to me is professionalism, travel agent professionalism. I can tell you from my vantage point because I go to a lot of travel agent shows and a lot of vendor shows. So not only am I seeing other agents from Extreme, but other um, I get to meet other industry agents. Like, and when I say industry agents, I mean travel agents that aren't necessarily connected to a network marketing company. Like, I'll meet people who work at Liberty Travel or AAA Travel, and or they have their own home base business just like I do. And what I find that, there's like a certain code or a certain, professional code amongst travel agents. And I just wanted to share a little bit about this, with you guys, because I hope that everybody here, you take your business seriously. And for people who do travel full time, like someone like myself or a career agent, this is our plan A. I don't have a plan B because I'm retired. So travel has to work for me because this is my plan A. And when I go to these events, sometimes, sometimes some of the things that some of the agents do not reflect or does not reflect in a professional manner for extreme travel. We always want to be mindful that when we are out and about, we are representing extreme travel, but more importantly, you are representing yourself. So, how many people, like, let's take a moment and everybody type in the chat box, what is the name of your travel company? What is the name of your travel company? I'm going to type mine, and I want everyone else to type theirs. I am into travel. Fran, did you type your travel name? We worked on that all last night. This is awesome. This is great. Okay, everybody has a travel name. So, and the reason why I'm having you do that, because that is your brand. That is your brand. My brand is I am in to travel. I have t-shirts, I have hats, I have a suitcase. So if you're walking behind me in Philadelphia International Airport, you see my suitcase says I am into travel. It looks just like my business card, and I pull it behind me and I get stopped in the airport. I love getting stopped in the airport because I can promote my business all I want in the airport. But I guess, with my one point that I'm trying to make is, like, when you go to travel events, and I'm not saying a vacation event, but let's say if you were to go on a fam trip that a vendor invited you on or made possible for you. There's certain types of behaviors, certain things that are good to do, certain things that aren't good to do. And it is not my aim to offend anyone or to step on any toes, but I'm just going to just mention some things and we're just going to have a chat. So, for example, when you go on these fam trips, the one thing that you don't want to do, and this just isn't me talking. I actually read this in one of our travel magazines, and it's listed under travel do's and don'ts. And the first thing that this gentleman said, and I had to like pull my feet back. He said, "Do not wear one of those t-shirts that say, 'I get paid to travel. Ask me how.'" Okay. And I know a lot of us have these t-shirts. I have one. But when you are on a fam trip, and again, and I say fam trip because this is a vendor sponsored trip, that is not the time or place to be promoting vacations. It is not. It is not the time or place to be promoting vacation. Another thing, the little happy the vacation banners, the little pull-out banners, I'm on a vacation. That's another thing. You know, you are not there representing vacation. And believe it or not, I have gone to events and the vendors, I have overheard vendors say, oh, those are the network marketing travel agents over there. They're only here for the freebies. That kind of hurt because I take my travel seriously. I mean, this is what I do. And to think that, you know, we're starting to get a bad reputation because, you know, people come in, where are the fam trips? If you've only been in the business for 2 days and you're looking for the fam trip, that's not a good look. It really is not. The fam trips are actually a reward. They are a reward for agents that are booking for the vendors. Yes, they're for educational purpose. If the and even during the XTU training, they explains explicitly that when you're going on a fam trip, if you're going just because it's a cheap vacation, you're going for the wrong reason. And I'll say that again. You're going for the wrong reason. So, but you know, I digress a little bit. It's just that I'm really passionate about this because I do this full time. And the last thing you want to do is ruin a vendor relationship through unprofessional or unethical behavior. You're not there to recruit people into your business. You're not there to leave your business cards everywhere. Again, you're there, and on most fam trips, you're there along with other agents, and it's a time for you to actually network with the other travel agents, see what they're doing to run their business, see why they're so successful. I just came back from a fam trip, 6-day fam trip for Charisma. Charisma resorts are pretty top notch, top line resorts. And it was 50 travel agents. We were there for 6 days. And I met some wonderful and some great people. And there might have been 3 of us there that were from Extreme, but for those 6 days, you did not hear Extreme come out of my mouth. You did not hear Vacation come out of my mouth. I'm into travel. This is what I do. I have a home-based agency. If someone asked me if I had a host agency, then I would mention Extreme. A lot of people don't exactly know, they might not be familiar with Extreme, but if you say vacation, you could just see the hair stand up on the back of their neck. So I'm trying to save you I don't want to say embarrassment, but I'm trying to save you from experiencing that. When I go to, and Monique, I believe she's on the webinar today. She's on the training today. Monique has gone to several industry travel shows and vending shows. And I know she can agree with me. She can attest to the fact that, you know, there's just a certain dignity and decorum that you have to keep in mind. You want to protect your brand. I don't want to have I don't want to be the travel agent in the back of the room while the vendor is doing the training, back there talking. You should be paying attention. There have been times when I have gotten up from the table and relocated to another table to sit by myself, because at the end of the day, I don't want the vendor coming up to me like, oh, do you know those people over there? That's embarrassing. That really, really is embarrassing. And like I said, I'm having this conversation because this is just something that is so passionate for me, because this is my livelihood. This is what I do. So anyway, enough of that. This year, 2017, that's coming up, promises to be a great year. We have already, my travel calendar is filling up. We have, let's see, in 2017, we already have the national convention that's in the back office. I hope some of you have already registered or pre-registered for that. Is anyone on the call that's registered with for the Vegas convention? Awesome, awesome. I can't wait to go. And for those of you, I know like Vera, because you're on the West Coast, Vera, I'm actually looking forward to meeting some of you who I get to chat with on Facebook, but I never get to see your face. So I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you on the Vegas trip. I'm trying to see what else do we have going on. There's the Clear 360, which is actually a week and a half later in Fort Lauderdale. I will be attending that. And Jamal, do you mean the Rio in Las Vegas? The Rio is the resort, the Caribbean resort. Yeah. So I will be staying at the Rio. We have to make our room arrangements. How did that happen? I'm usually on top of that. But yes, I hope if you get your room, guys, get all of that situated. Get all of that situated. So my April calendar is already full with 2 trips. In March, I'll be taking a trip. I'm doing a cabin trip in March for Life Changing Alliances. That promises to be a great time. And for more information about that, you guys can inbox me. And I don't know if Jamiel is on the call, but he can type in the box the website for Life Changing Alliances. That's our personal development group. I'm giving a shout out for that we do every morning, Monday through Friday, weekdays. And right now we are reading the book by Jack Canfield, The Success Principles. But the reason why I bring them up is because we are actually doing a cabin retreat in March. The first week in March, it's Thursday through Friday. It's March the 2nd through the 5th. And if you guys want any information on that, feel free to inbox me after the call. I'm on Facebook under Deidre Lynn. It's my Facebook name, Deidre Lynn. So anyway, so let's see. I guess what we'll do, maybe I'll go through a couple of slides, or better, I always like to ask you guys if you have any questions. I like to be a little bit more informal with my training. So if you guys have like any travel related questions that you've been wondering about, or you just haven't had the time to get an answer to, now is your chance to speak up and get a live answer. How do I market my travel business? I do a lot of social media marketing. I actually have an auto poster that I signed up for years ago that still works. I have it's a company called Sprout Loud, and they actually do sandals and beaches postings for me. And I know that's kind of a sore spot with folks, because our relationship, our direct vendor relationship with sandals has been damaged at this point. However, we can still book sandals. In case you didn't know, we can still book sandals through AA Vacations under VAX. So if you have your VAX login, you can go under American Airline Vacations, and you can book sandals if you have any clients that are interested in sandals. So I do a lot of Facebook. I do a lot of advertisement on Facebook. I do advertising on Instagram as well as Twitter. So those are the 3 social media platforms that I use. Another thing that I do is whenever I register for vendors, I go on their website, and I usually go under marketing, and I get their brochures. I'm trying to see if I have one within arm's reach. Hold on a second. Okay, I would pull up a sandals brochure. Hold on. All right. So, whew, okay, whose brochure is this? Gate 1. Oh, this is a real good tip too. I'm gonna give you guys this tip too. So I go on the marketing sites for the different vendors. You can do this with Carnival with Disney, with Royal Caribbean, with Apple Vacations, Travel Impressions. Colette Tours is another good one. Go Way Travels. I'm just rattling off some vendors that you've probably seen in the back office. So you go on their websites, and if you look under marketing materials, you'll see these brochures. You'll see where you can order brochures and have them delivered to your house, and they're free. And typically, I'll get the brochure and I will put my contact information on the back of the brochure. I have a stamp, and sometimes I stamp them, or sometimes I put labels on the back of them. So that's another way that I travel, another way that I advertise. My car is wrapped by Hard Rock. And so when I drive the car around, that is like literally a mobile billboard. And I keep brochures, I keep business cards in the back seat of the car. So when I get out of the car and people are asking me, oh, wow, are you a travel agent? And what I'll do is I'll give them my card, or I'll give them a brochure. And then sometimes I've been stopped, and people will say, well, do you have a card? And I might be out of cards. And in that case, what I do is I tell them to just take a picture of the side of my car door with your phone, with your cell phone, because it has all of my contact information there. So let's see. I'm looking to see if there are any questions. Vera, let's see. Okay, Vera, I'm a reuse specialist, but that doesn't really mean I get discounts, right? Actually, you can get discounts when you're a specialist. That's the great thing about doing the certifications with the different vendors, because when they send out emails, or when they send out special promotions and offers to travel agents, you're going to be one of the first ones to get it because you're certified with them. Okay, you took the time to get to do their classes and take their tests. So when they look at giving something away, they're going to do that for, you know, an agent that's certified with them. Hold on a second. I don't know why someone would try to call me on Facebook at this time. Hold on. Okay, sorry for that disruption. Okay. Anyway, so what you can do, Vera, if you actually get on if you go on Reuse website, and if you do the Reuse training, they actually start giving you points for your bookings. And a lot of vendors will do this. They will give you points for your bookings, and in most cases, those points equate to free nights, or they might equate to cash or gift certificates. Just an example, I actually am certified with Ryu, and I've had about maybe 2 or 3 bookings that I registered with them, and I had 4 free nights. So pretty much, if I get, you know, somebody to hint, give me a round trip ticket to Cancun for Christmas, I actually have 4 free nights to stay. I have some place to stay for free for 4 nights because I'm certified with Ryu and I make Ryu sales. So, and that's how you get that. That's another level of perks that you get access to when you are working your business. So, for example, I sell Apple Vacations a lot. So when Apple Vacation does their fam trips, I'm gonna be one of the first people that get to go, because they can look and, you know, look in their records and see that, oh, okay, Deidre Lynn is selling Apple. Now, when you ask Apple, oh, can I go on a fam trip? And they look and they say, well, when was the last time you got a sale with us? Okay, that's not a good look either. So, you know, that's just, you know, just the truth of the matter. These vendors are looking for people that are making bookings. Vacation Express, they're another one. If you make bookings with them, they have something called Express Cash. And I've had over 5 bookings with them this year. So I get a gift card from them for $50 because of the 5 bookings. Not to mention the different resorts that I made bookings at, 3 of them gave me 1 free night. So I probably am sitting on 7 free nights at different resorts. I have free nights at Hard Rock. I have free nights at the Oasis, and I have free nights at Rio. All because I go on their websites, I register, and then after I register, I go back and say, hey, I just sold your property. With Oasis, they give you extra commission. So every time I make an Oasis sale, I get a check separate from my commission check that they send to Extreme. I get a check delivered to my house for $40 every time I make a Oasis sale. With Hard Rock, if I make a sale with Hard Rock, then I have a debit card. They sent me a debit card and they put extra commission on my debit card. So again, these are all opportunities where you are leaving money on the table. So not only do you get credit for Extreme for making the booking and you get paid your commission, but the individual vendors, they're looking at what you're doing too, and they reward hard work. So again, I got all of this great stuff for Carnival, but if you knew how many Carnival videos I had to watch to get a free cruise, then you would understand why I'm so excited. They just sent me $200 worth of Visa gift cards. So I mean, if you do the work, they will reward you. It's as simple as that. Palladium. How many people have heard of the Palladium resorts? The Grand Palladium, they have a property in Mexico, and they have a property in Punta Cana. They have a property in Jamaica. Okay, they have training, online training as well. If you go to Travel Agent University or Travel Agent Academy, and get connected with Palladium, and then go on to Palladium's website and register as a travel agent, then you can take their e-learning courses, and they give you about 10 or $15 per each course you get. And then as you get bookings with them, you let Palladium know. I've had 3 bookings with them this past year. That was $80 that I earned in gift certificates. And I did a little Christmas. I'm doing Christmas shopping with my gift certificates. So this is just, again, another opportunity or another way to make extra commission in some cases, or just earn extra perks. So let's see. Anybody else have any other questions? Jamal, yes, you can buy, well, Carnival used to have bags that you could use with your Carnival rewards points. So you could get bags for clients. That's a good thing to use your points for with Carnival, to get like little, I call them tchotchkes, but little giveaways like calculators, pens, pencils, different stuff. That's also something that I do at the vendor show. Thanks for bringing that up, Jamal. Yes, it's being recorded. Thanks for bringing it up. When I go to the vendors show, I will I will take a bag, and they'll usually give away little freebies. I'm trying to think, do I have okay, here we go. Like they'll give away little cute stuff like keychains, sunblock, chapstick, drinking bottles, sometimes t-shirts or tote bags. I have so many tote bags down here, it's ridiculous. But this is like a keychain that I got from AM Resorts. And I give little stuff like this to my customers when they book travel with me here locally. And I'll meet them usually a couple of days before they go on their trip, and I'll give them just a little brochure. Like this is a sample of my little Apple Vacations travel document folders that I use. And you can see where they can put their travel information inside. And these are free. I get these from Apple Vacations. And I just go in their back office, I order these. I'll get like maybe 25 of them. And I have them so when I print out my travel documents, like I'm traveling today, so I got all of my confirmations and everything right here. So, when I travel, I usually have a backpack and I just keep my travel documents in my hand, and this is real nice and handy just for that. Okay, with the Mrs. Motivator, you guys are funny. Um, do you market concerts and how do you do it? Yes, I do market concerts. I marketed, I want to say the Beyonce concert. I think she came to Philly, maybe it was June or July, and I posted on Facebook that I had access to Beyonce tickets. And what I do, I always like to use a picture or a graphic. So that particular vendor I use for the Beyonce tickets, I want to say it was Golden Tickets. So I went to their website and they had a picture of Beyonce or whatever. And I just kind of did a screenshot of it. And I just merely mentioned that, hey, if you're looking for those last minute Beyonce tickets, hit me up. Well, I didn't say hit me up, but you guys know what I mean. I just pretty much said, hey, if you're looking for those last minute Beyonce tickets, inbox me for more details. I can get some good deals. I also will advertise sports packages. Like I put on my Facebook page just the other day, as a matter of fact, that I had Rose Bowl tickets. I put that out on Facebook. For the gentlemen, there'll be I believe they probably already have Super Bowl packages out there. It's just a matter of you finding out where the information is and getting it out there. So that was a very good question. Let's see. Kizzy says, please give me the name of the cruise ship you mentioned earlier. Kizzy, inbox me, inbox me on that one, because I think you actually mean a cruise training. Let me see what else do we have here. Okay, let's see. What do you do when golden tickets prices are so much higher? Well, here's the thing with golden tickets. I do not use golden tickets. Like when somebody, let me put it this way. Golden tickets, they're ticket brokers. And pretty much what happens there are people who have, I guess money to burn. They actually go in and they buy blocks of tickets and then they resell them. And so what happens is golden tickets isn't going to, I don't go to them because they cheap. I go to them because I wait for the people who are last minute people. Because you already know that if you waited and Ticketmaster is sold out, these people are willing to pay those golden ticket prices. So I would let's say if the Beyonce tickets are going on sale tomorrow, I wouldn't advertise those tomorrow. I would probably wait until 2 or 3 weeks before the show, or I would wait until Ticketmaster says, oh, they're sold out. We don't have any tickets anywhere. That's when you go into golden tickets, and that's how you leverage golden tickets. So that's the way that I do that. And I actually have one or two other sports vendors that are out there. I advertise for them, but I haven't actually sold the product yet. But they pretty much work the same way as golden tickets. So I can't 100% vouch for them because I haven't sold anything with them. But I do have access to, like I said, the bowl games. You got the Super Bowls coming up, the college bowls that are coming up around New Year's time, and different information. So Sharon C., do you have any other questions? Golden Tickets does have a great training program. All righty. So does anyone have any other questions that they wanna ask me, take advantage of asking me while I'm here? Because I'm gonna be on the road at 3 o'clock. If you get me now, you won't be able to get me until December the 16th. Okay. Yes, I plan on it. I plan on it. All right, so let's see if there's anything in here that we could go over. Let's talk a little bit about how you book your personal travel. Let's do that because I know a lot of times we sign up, a lot of us quite honestly signed up for vacation because we want to save on our own personal travel, and there's nothing wrong with that. But how many of you, like when it comes to booking your personal travel, not booking for a client, but how many of you, when it comes to booking for your personal travel, you are having difficulty or you don't know where to begin or you're not sure that you're getting the lowest prices? Okay, good, excellent. Thanks for speaking up because I know that that was always a concern for me, like okay, I joined vacation, so where's the savings? So, this is what just some tips that I do when just let's say just for road trips or when I'm doing hotel stays, I always make sure that I have signed up for any hotel vendors that I have signed up for their rewards program. So although I am a travel agent and I can go on Marriott's website and I can book my room and I can get a travel agent discount, I also am a Marriott's rewards member. But like we always say, membership has its privileges. When I go to the Sheraton, um, let's see what else is with the Sheraton, the Westin, Aloft, the Meridian properties. Those all belong to Starwood, and I am a Starwood Pro agent, or I belong to Starwood Pro Awards. That's their rewards programs. And they come in handy because not only do I get travel agent discounts, but there have been times when I've gone even to the vacation convention, and because I'm a rewards member with that particular hotel that the convention is staying at, I'm getting extra perks that the rest of the agents aren't. It could be anything from free water, free bottled water in the room. It could be free internet. Everyone else has to pay for their internet. I get mine free because I'm a rewards member. I get my bottled water free because I'm a rewards member. That bottle of water that if you open it up, it costs $5 on your hotel bill. How many times has that happened? Um, what else? I might get a room on a higher floor, or I believe when we were at the Sheraton, and Monique, you can correct me if I'm wrong, when we were in Memphis, we actually had access to get rooms on the club level floor. And the club level floor, had its own separate concierge and everything going on. And these are extras, little extras or perks that you get for belonging to these various rewards programs. So any hotel you stay at, pretty much you want to have their rewards card. It's just like I do the same thing when I do my grocery shopping. If I go to Giant Foods, I got their rewards cards. If I go to ShopRite, I got their rewards card. If I go to Safeway or Wegmans or whatever food grocery store it is, I got a rewards card for all of them. And I do the same thing with travel. Have you ever did a site inspection for a hotel? I mean, I do it for myself. I haven't done it like for the hotel per se, but I did notice last night when I was renewing my Marriott forms that Marriott on their site has a hotel inspection form, like site inspection form, and I'm gonna get a hold of that, and when I do, I'm gonna post it in the group so everybody can see what that looks like. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna look there too. Thanks, Jamal. I wasn't aware that there was one in the back office. Let's see. And it's good to actually have those forms. So I'll look for it in the back office and see if I can share it with the group. And the reason why I'm gonna say it's good to have those forms because this is the end of the year. It's income tax time is right around the corner. And for those of you who are seriously trying to do the right thing by your income taxes and make sure that you do your itemizations and your deductions and different stuff, you can actually have paperwork that says, okay, okay, I took a trip to Chicago. I stayed at the Marriott. While I was there, I did a site inspection. And you actually have paperwork and stuff that kind of speaks to that. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I get a hold of that document and make sure that I can share it with you guys. So, I mean, like what I do when I do a site inspection, I mean, because most most people want to know, what do the rooms look like? Are the beds comfortable? I talk about the rooms. I have a couple of clients who I know have mobility challenges, so I'm really big on, and my mother used to be in a wheelchair. So like when I go in the rooms, I'm looking for the accessibility for, like, if someone's in a wheelchair or if they're having issues, getting around, how how does the room flow? Is everything up high where they got to reach over their head, or is everything waist level? So if you're sitting in a chair, you're able to access everything. I went just recently, we stayed at the Fairfield Inn in Central Park in New York. It was a brand new hotel. The room was excellent. And what I liked most about the room was the fact that everything was down low, the light switches, the thermostat, everything was down low where you could reach it and, not have to go through a whole bunch of stretching. So, um, a lot of times if you, I'm looking at the comments, so I guess we're really stuck on this paperwork thing. Documentation is important. Make sure that you get a site inspection form. That site inspection form, and so when you do your site inspection, you can fill those out and keep them in your records for tax purposes. Yes, Vera. What you should do is you should actually be in contact with a tax professional. And we have a book. It's I think the title of the book is it's How Much You Keep. Just inbox me after the chat, Vera, and I'll give you some more tax information. Okay, do we have any other questions? We got a couple more minutes. If not, there's a couple of people typing. I'm gonna just wait a few seconds before I close out, because I got a whole bunch of last minute running around to do. Okay, so you guys pretty much are talking about the site inspections. And make sure that you also know that you can do ship inspections as well. I'm a big cruiser, so in order to do the ship inspections, make sure you look at Carnival. Again, go in under Carnival Passport, and once you go to Carnival Passport, take a look at a category that says live events, and you'll see ship inspections there. On Norwegian, under their NCL University, they actually have their ship inspections or show up under there. And let's see, who else does ship inspections? Royal Caribbean, and the list is endless. If you go on the CLIA, if you're plan on attending the CLIA event, they're going to have, because it's held in Fort Lauderdale, there are going to be a bunch of live ship inspections there. Jamal, are you up to date on your Disney certification? Okay, so what I would do is I would just probably go back there and get the name and number or contact information for the BDM at Disney, because now that I think about it, I've never seen Shanghai Disney when you like go in and look at the travel agent rates. But I would contact the BDM and ask that question. Yeah, I never saw it myself. And I do have to renew that because I want my next cruise to be a Disney cruise. If you remember, Jamal, when we were on the LCA ship and we were like parked next to, I think it was, what was it, the Disney Magic? That ship was rocking over there. So I definitely need to go on a Disney cruise. Yes. So anyway, it was so great talking with you guys this morning. And I hope you had a great time. I hope I was able to share something with you that you didn't already know. And do now is I will actually probably I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes for anybody that has any more questions. You can reach me by Facebook or you could give me a quick call here until 2 o'clock. And what do you want me to post in a group, Jamal? And I'm just going to wrap up today. So thank you everybody for coming out. I love you guys. Love you. Love you. I hope that you guys can come out to the Creators of Wealth Christmas. The DC area is going to be in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Do your RSVP or inbox me for more info, or Kemp or Jamal. And I love you guys. And if I don't see or hear from you again, have a happy, happy holidays. Bye-bye.